Hi there, welcome to Women Blazing Trails. My name is Eva, and if you are new here, this is your first time visiting, this is a channel for women over 50. I do a lot of how-tos, random videos, I do travel videos, all kinds of fun stuff, and some motivational, inspirational videos as well. All for women over 50, but you don't have to be 50 to watch. You could be any age, and you don't even actually have to be a woman. You can even be a guy and watch, because my videos are kind of educational and inspirational, and I also drop some F-bombs. So if you're not into swearing, then this definitely isn't the channel for you. We should probably just get that out right now. So if any of that is interesting to you, then hit the subscribe button and the notifications alert so you don't miss another video. So today we're going to be talking about how to become a freelance writer, because I posted one of my videos from, I don't know, from when I first started the channel. Was about how to start over at 50, and even a blog post that I wrote about how to start over at 50. I got a lot of questions about people wanting to know how to actually become a freelance writer. So I thought, okay, I think it's time to do that video. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to touch a little bit upon my journey to become a freelance writer, but my journey is a very, very unique one, and I could share all the tips and everything that I did, but I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I can't guarantee that what I did is going to work for you. So I'm just going to share other information, valuable information that can help you get started on your own freelance writing journey. So you can become a freelance writer too, and then travel and then live in cool places like Eva does. So without any further ado, let's get on with today's topic. 1 second, please. Today's topic, how to become a freelance writer. So if you, first and foremost, I think right out of the gate, I need to tell you, and you need to know, that it isn't a journey that's going to be, it's going to take a month, or it's going to take 3 months, or you're going to be a full-time freelance writer in 6 months or a year. I can't guarantee. Oh, there's a pretty little butterfly flying up the window. I can't guarantee that it's going to, how much time it's going to take for you to become a full-time freelance writer, or a freelance writer where you're making enough money that you can leave where you live and start traveling the world. I don't know how long it's going to take, because everybody's path and everybody's journey is different. So for me, I think right from start to finish, I think the whole journey for me took, like, I want to say like a year and a half, probably a year and a half. So right out of the gate, you need patience. Patience is number one. You definitely need patience, and you need to stay the course. Like, you can't expect great things, and you can't expect to reinvent your entire career, overnight. It's not going to happen. You're going to need patience for this journey, and you need to stay consistent as well, because it can be frustrating. It can be very exhausting. Now, my journey was, I was still working. I was a hairdresser, so I was still working and cutting hair at a salon, working for somebody else. So I would write before and after work, and the way I was doing it was that I was writing for free, guest posts, so that people could see my skills, could see my styling, my writing styling, could see the kind of things I write about. They can get a feel for me and my voice and my writing tone and that kind of thing. So I wrote for free, and I wrote for free for about 6 months. So step 2 in this whole journey is that you have to find sites that deal with the things that you want to write about, the things that you're passionate about, the things that you love, that you can easily write about. And you have to guest post, and you probably will be doing a lot of that, and you'll be doing that for free, because before anybody is going to start paying you to write things, they want to see your work, and you have to show samples of your work. And these will be free samples because you've written guest posts for all these sites. So find sites that resonate with you. You know, I wrote for Stephen Aitchison, Tiny Buddha, Addicted to Success. Those are the sites that I wrote for free. And I actually still write for Tiny Buddha for free because it gives me more exposure for people who can see all the other things I've written. Like I've got 10 ebooks over on in my ebook site. So you're going to have to write for free, and you want to find sites like a lot of sites. Like let's say you write about, here's an example. Let's say you write about mental health or anxiety or depression. Those are the things that you're passionate about writing. And maybe you have some experience writing about them. Maybe you have some education and educational background as well to write about them. So you will find sites, go to Google search bar, mental health sites or whatever, and the top 5 to 10 sites, the first sites that come up on page 1 of Google, those are the sites that you want to go and check out and see if they have a Write For Us section or a contribute or anything like that, or contact them, reach out and contact them and say, hey, I'd like to submit a guest post. Are you accepting are you accepting guest contributors? You know, you need to do that. You need to reach out to, there's going to be a lot of reaching out, finding out who accepts guest contributors. And a lot of them don't. So don't be surprised when a lot of sites that you, I lost my train of thought. Reach out and contact. Don't be surprised if they say no, because a lot of them they already have a team of writers and they don't want any other writers, and that's the reality of it. So find sites that you want to write for. Like maybe you love writing about dogs, or you're a dog groomer, or you know a lot about dogs, and maybe you want to write about dogs and how to care for them and different little challenges you may have with dogs or different breeds and all that stuff. Maybe you're like really good at that kind of stuff. So reach out to dog sites and say, hey, I'd love to write about dogs and I'd love to write for you, and just do that. So reaching out is another way to get started on your freelance writing career path journey. So you will be writing for free. Unfortunately, you will be writing for free at the beginning until people get to know who you are and see your style and your samples. There is one way to sort of sidetrack that whole thing, and you can if you want. I know some people who have, and they're doing all right. So medium.com, so before I even start talking about Medium, I'm going to drop a bunch of links down below in the description box down below, links that you can check out, sites that pay writers. Look for writers to pay. So I will drop links down below. So please check that out before you sign off and leave the video and leave YouTube. Please check out the links in the description box down below. But Medium, so I want to talk a little bit about Medium. Medium.com is a digital magazine. You can go and make an account. You can do that for free. It is free to join Medium. You can have your own writer's profile, and you can literally just start writing your little heart out, or for $5 a month. And I would recommend signing up for the paid membership of $5 a month. For $5 a month, you can write for free, but you can put your writing and all your work behind the paywall, so you will actually get paid for your work, which is super, super cool. Now, the one thing about Medium in the Medium profile is that you can write on Medium, because it's your profile, you can write as much or as little as you want. You can write once a week, you can write 10 times a day, you can write as much as you want. I'm going to tell you something. I know of a girl, and only because I was following her. She started out on Medium, um, and it was for her. It was a do it all or do nothing, and she went on Medium and she just started writing and writing 3 articles a day every day, and now she's making like 5 figures, 5 a month on Medium, because she's gained a fall. And this is only like in we're in 2021, so let's just say 2020. This is only like in 2 years this happened for her. So she's gained a following and she makes really, really, really good fucking money on Medium. But she made that her mission. She wrote on Medium. She wrote very well. She wrote awesome articles. And she writes about mental health issues, about her family, about being overweight, about her fucking anxiety. I mean, you name it, and she wrote about it, and she just sort of bared her soul. And she does very, very, very well on Medium. So you can do that. You can start a Medium profile and just start writing on Medium, pay the $5 a month membership fee, and start writing on Medium. And that way, too, as you're writing on Medium and you are contacting other sites also to get guest posts or guest submissions, because some people are going to want to see samples of your work. So you'll have samples already of your work right on Medium, because that's all your work. So you will have samples available to anybody who wants to see. So that's Medium is kind of a twofold. It's good for that too. So you can show samples of your work. It's a platform for you to just go on and just write your little heart out and write as much as you want. And it's a place, there we go. Sorry that the camera keeps getting light and dark and light and dark. And I think it could be because of the sun. I'm sorry about that. So you can get paid on Medium for a $5 a month membership. You can get paid on Medium, and you'll have samples, a platform, and samples like a portfolio of all your work. So you can show people your writing style and your work. So don't discount Medium. Medium is a great platform. There's also another writing platform, and I think it's called newsbreak.com, but I'm pretty sure it's newsbreak.com. You have to apply to write to Newsbreak, and I'm not really sure what the requirements are. They declined my application, so I don't know what the fuck they're looking for. I think they're looking for more like, honestly, I don't even know what they're looking for. So you could try newsbreak.com. They pay you to write. That's another site where they pay you to write. Check out, and some people are making good money on Newsbreak. And some people are making good money on Medium. So those are two writing platforms where you can just go in. I think Newsbreak is free as well. Medium is $5 a month. Newsbreak is free. So they're two great platforms for you to at least get started writing, start writing, and get samples out on the web. So you'll have samples to show for sites that want to see your work. So those are two things that you can do to get started on freelance writing. Samples are very, very important. So right out of the gate, I'm just going to tell you, if you don't have any samples of your work, you're going to need to do that before you start applying for writing jobs. You should have samples. Once you have samples of your work, you can go to places like Upwork, you can go to places like Fiverr and just promote your writing and sell your soul. But people make good money on Upwork and Fiverr. I've never tried them, so I don't really know too much about them. So I'm not gonna say yes, they're amazing, or no, don't, they're horrible, because I don't know enough about them. So you definitely can check them out, but after you already have some writing samples available to show people. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Once you've done that, I really strongly recommend going on medium.com. I really do. Because it's just go to medium.com. And so before, let me tell you something. I should have said this first. The steps that I'm giving you is for people who don't have writing samples, you don't have any writing experience, you don't have a previous writing job, you weren't a journalist, or you're not a best-selling author or anything like that. I'm telling you how to start from zero. Because when I started my freelance writing career, I started it at zero. Like, I didn't have experience. I didn't have anything. I just went in, blindly. What is this fucking hair doing? I went in blindly, not knowing what the hell I was doing, and just sort of, I read blogs. I asked a lot of questions in different groups. So these are some of the things that I found out. Medium.com, start a profile, get your own writing profile. You need to have samples to show people. That's kind of important. You need to have patience. Patience is really, really, really important. So once you've done that, and you've got to give it time, it's not an overnight thing. And I can't stress that enough. I'm sorry to be that sort of dark cloud in this whole, start your freelance writing career, but you need patience. It's going to take time. So once you've got your samples and you started on Medium and you've got a nice little profile and you've been writing, and also while you're writing on Medium too, you can practice your writing skills and hone your craft a little bit more. And reading is important. And I feel that you should be reading other blogs, reading other articles from very popular writers as well. So do that, read and learn and see how people are writing. Check the formatting and all that kind of stuff. That's all very important as well. And I really don't want to miss a beat, but there's so much to know about freelance writing. Once you have, and please, please, please don't forget the links in the description box down below. But once you have, you've got writing, you've been writing for a few months, you've got some good articles on Medium or Newsbreak, if Newsbreak accepted you, you can start reaching out to big sites. Once you have samples of your work you can show. Start reaching out to big sites and say, hey, I'd love to write for you, and this is some of my work, and see how that goes. It should go well, because a lot of big sites love to have guest posts. They really do. Once you've done all that, then you can go into, right now I'm in a blogging group where you can promote your own services. Some people are image creators, some people design printables, some people share their writing work. So I promote myself and my writing work. So I've been doing that. So once you've got some samples under your belt, and you're doing, you're feeling comfortable with your writing, and maybe you've even been writing for a couple of big sites, you can go, join a blogging group and promote your services there. Hey, I write about this. Maybe you're a mommy writer. Maybe you write about decluttering or minimalism. Maybe you write about travel. Maybe you write about anxiety. I don't know what you write about. I don't know what your thing is, but you can go into groups, specific groups for people who can promote their services, their writing services. Another thing you can do, which is sort of what happened with me as I was freelance writing for this one site that was paying me, I started up my own website, and I was working my own website and freelance writing at the same time. So I had irons. I had so many irons in the fire, it's not even funny. But I had my own website, and as I was writing for my client, I was also writing on my website. And the website was kind of just I don't want to say a hobby thing, but it kind of was just I didn't know where I was going with my website, and I didn't know the potential at that time. I didn't know the potential that my website had as far as monetization goes. So, pardon me, I was just writing on that. I want to say for shits and giggles, but I had sort of like, okay, I'm gonna start this website, and this is the focus of my website, and I don't know where I'm going with it, but something good will come of it. So that's kind of how I approach that. And still writing for my freelance clients. And then my website started making money because as I was getting traffic to my website, I was able to monetize my website. So you can do that as well. Like consider starting your own website, and maybe we'll even talk about that one day. That's a really big topic. I'm not completely like a start your own blog guru by any stretch of the imagination. I run two websites, but I've had a lot of help getting them up and running and all that stuff. I'm not, that's really techie. If you have techie friends or if you're a techie, then kudos to you, man. But I don't think that's anything that I want to maybe vlog about because I'm just not knowledgeable enough to teach anybody how to start a blog. But you can go and find all kinds of tutorials on YouTube about starting a blog, how to start a blog, how to start a website, how to monetize a website. Oh my God, I mean, there's so much information about that. So if that's something that interests you, you can definitely monetize. I mean, you can monetize a blog if you follow the right people. You can start a blog and have it monetized within a year, So why not? Look into that, and I'll drop a couple of links as well to a couple of people I think that I follow that maybe you can follow as well. That will be really really helpful for you in starting your own blog and your own website. So I think I covered just about everything. My journey to freelance writing was very, very different. I started writing for free guest posting because I didn't have any samples, so I started guest posting. I didn't even have, and let me tell you something, I didn't even have any writing experience. I don't know if you guys know this or not. I'm not sure. Okay, my dog, stop. Can you just stay still? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but my writing experience, honest to God, I'm not even joking, came from like I wrote in my diary when I was like 13. I wrote in my diary every day. I wrote like letters to ex-boyfriends who were being assholes. This is the writing experience I had. I'm not even kidding. I didn't have any other writing experience. I just loved to write, and I'm a good writer. That's all the experience I had. So when I started writing for free for like guest posting and stuff like that, they're like, "Oh, I love your writing. It's very conversational and you have a great tone." I'm like, that's awesome. So don't think you have to be some crazy professional writer or have any kind of experience. You don't. All you have to have is passion. If you have a passion for writing, you've already got one foot in the door because you need to have a passion for what you're embarking on, what you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to hate it and you're not going to be good at it. So if you have a passion for writing, and if you think you're a good writer and you have good topics to write about, and you have um, a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of experience, experience isn't the word I'm looking for. But if you have a lot of knowledge or experience in the topic that you're passionate about, then start reaching out to sites and say, hey, I'd love it for an opportunity to guest post for you. I'm passionate about this. I can write about that. And can I guest post for you? So I think, I think that pretty much sums it up. When I started mine, oh yeah, I keep trying to tell you how I started mine and I don't ever finish the story. Sorry about that. So when I first started, I was writing for free before and after my hairdressing job. I was cutting hair and writing before and after, submitting all my articles for free to Tiny Buddha. Actually, I had quite a few sites, mostly self-help sites that I was submitting all my articles to. And it was 6 months of no. People kept saying, no, it's not good enough. No, no, thank you. Not at this time. No, no, no. I bet you it was, yeah, it was easily 6 months of a lot of me writing articles before and after work, me writing articles, submitting them to sites. I mean, I have a binder of paper pages this thick of sites that kept saying no, no, no. And I just kept at it. So you have to be really, really persistent. Like, just because a few people said no to you, don't give up. Like, don't stop. Like, honest to God, don't let that stop you, and don't give up because a few sites had said no, they don't want your work. Just keep doing it. Just keep going. But please, please, please don't forget about Medium. Medium is a great place to get started. And it's a great place also that you can make a little bit of money and you can practice your craft, your writing, right? So don't let a few no's stop you. Keep at it. Just be persistent. I was 6 months, 6 to 8 months. I don't even remember how long. But so many sites said no to me. Oh my God, it was really frustrating. But I kept at it. I'm like a little pit bull. Like, if I want something, I'm not stopping. I'm gonna keep going until I get it. And I was determined to become a freelance writer and give up hairdressing and leave Canada because I fucking hate winter. So I was determined. So nothing was gonna stop me. So how bad do you want it, and how big is your why, and how much determination do you have under your belt? So don't let no stop you. Just keep writing, find good sites, um, join Medium. I know I've said that 1,000 times and I just can't say it enough. Honestly, $5 a month. Join Medium and read the guidelines, get in there and find out how it works, and read other people's articles and that kind of stuff. Like, figure out how Medium works and get to know Medium. Maybe join a Medium writers group on Facebook and get some information that way. As much as Facebook can be a cesspool of trolls and bullshit and all kinds of stuff like that, Facebook also really is a gold mine when it comes to information. If you find the right groups, writing groups, groups for bloggers, if you find the right groups, you can get so much information and connect with the right people. Connecting with like-minded people is really, really important. And you need to do that. If you're going to bust into the freelance writing, blogging world, you want to connect with like-minded people, and they will help you. People do genuinely want to help. Not everybody is your enemy or your competition. Some people do want to help. So I think that's it. I still never told you my story, did I? Alright, so I was writing before and after work, writing for free, and one of the sites that I was writing for, I flat out asked them for a job. I said, hey, you love my writing and you always want me to write. Can you hire me? Would you be interested in hiring me as a writer, whether part-time or full-time, And he said no. He said no for a few months, and I kept asking him. I said, hey, can you hire me as a writer, part-time, whatever, until finally, so it was about a year into it, maybe, he finally hired me as a full-time writer for his site. And I was writing 10 articles a week. 10 articles a week? 10 articles a week for his site. So I did that. That's how I got my first freelance writing job. So my situation is very, very unique. That may work for you if you find a site that you love and you've been writing for them for a while. You can ask them for a job. Maybe they'll hire you. I don't know. But that was how it happened for me. I'm not going to tell you that that's how it can happen for you. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't really know. I don't have that answer for you. So, but those are the steps you can take to at least get your freelance writing career journey started. Get writing, join Medium. You need samples. If you're new to writing, you're going to need samples. People are going to want to see samples before they even pay you for any of your work. And I can almost guarantee that people want to see samples. People want to see what you're capable of. Nobody's just going to hand you $50 without seeing your work. Now, with that said, places like Chicken Soup for the Soul pay $200 for an article. Those are like, they'll say they have a submission deadline, March 2021, for an article that'll be going in their next book, which happens to be in like December of 2022. So you can get paid that way, but those are like long term jobs, if you will. Like you can submit, maybe they'll accept it, maybe they won't, and they'll say, yes, this is great, we'll take it, and we'll pay you in 6 months. And you can get little jobs like that. But I mean, if you want to become a full-time freelance writer where you can trade your career in and give up everything and just write for a living, then you're going to need like a lot of those long-term gig kind of jobs. And it can be kind of frustrating because you're literally waiting months for anybody to reply and say, yeah, we love your work and we'll take your article. I wrote an article for internationalliving.com. They pay writers as well. But it was like 6 months before I got paid. And it was it was like $250. So it was a good amount for a good article, but you're waiting 6 months. And they're great little cherry on the top kind of jobs is what I like to call them. They're like little bonuses, but if you're looking to like become a full-time freelance writer, then you're going to need something a little bit more consistent than those little cherry on the top kind of jobs. So yeah, samples, medium, start reaching out to big sites that you love, Oops, sorry, I just lost my microphone. Sites that you love, and just get started that way. And remember, I'm sorry, my microphone is broken or something. Patience. Patience will get you very far. This isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to take a little while. And, read some blogs on the internet. Go on Pinterest or Google and type in, how do I become a freelance writer? Or you can read blogs about people's journey to become a freelance writer. That was my journey. These are the tips that I can share with you. You can probably find a bunch of other tutorials and other sites and other blogs and videos where they share their journey and they share other tips. So gather as much information as you possibly can, so at least you'll be armed and you'll know what you have to do and how long it will take and all that other good stuff. So I hope you got something out of this. Please don't forget to check the links in the description box below, as well as the links to all the things you should be checking out. I am going to leave a link to my Ko-fi page. So if you liked this video, if you like my channel, if you like the work that I do and share, you can buy me a coffee just to say, hey, Eva, you're awesome. I love you and thank you, and buy me a coffee just to say thanks. So yeah, so that's all I got for you guys. I hope this helped some of you a little bit. If you still have questions, please drop them down in the comment section down below, and I will get to them as they come in. And I think that's all for now. So I love you guys. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to like it, share it, leave a comment down below. Sharing is good. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the channel if you haven't done that yet, because this is just a really very random, very fun, very fucking cool channel. So, all right, that's all I got for you guys. Goodbye from Guatemala, and I'll see y'all back here next time.